How's it going, guys and gals? This is the Maono PD400X. I've plugged it in via USB-C today so we can do a sound test, and this is how it sounds out of the box. So the first thing you're going to need to do after that, if you want to improve on it, is download the Maono Link software. Link for that will be down in the description. We're going to take a look at that now. So when you download the Maono Link software, it's going to have two tabs, Standard and Advanced. We're going to start with the Standard tab. You've got your mute button, so you can mute the microphone and unmute it. Obviously, you can use the top of the microphone to do that as well if you like. And as you can see right now, I'm holding it roughly about 10 centimeters away from my mouth, where you should have the microphone plate be placed ideally. And this is what it sounds like. The headphone volume, there is a headphone jack in the back of the microphone, which you can plug in your headphones. It will also take the audio from your computer. However, it gets a bit more complicated if you're using a dual PC setup, so I personally don't use that. The tone you can change using the software. So this is on natural, as you can see. I've got it on the natural setting. If you move it to deep, this is what it sounds like. So this is on the deep setting, and then if I change it to bright, you can hear that it basically just cuts out the lower end frequencies. For those of you who maybe got a super low voice, then perhaps this is the one for you. There's also the legacy setting, which sounds like this. You can see then what they all sound like, or you can hear what they all sound like and make your own mind up there. I'm going to put it back on natural for now. So the advanced has got a few extra bits and bobs, mainly the filters down the bottom, but we'll go into them in a minute. The mute and the volume are here. Headphones, same as before. Monitor mix, same as before. However, now you have this EQ setting that's a little bit more detailed. So you've got flat EQ, which is what it's currently on. You can use a high pass filter that essentially takes out the low end, like the bumps and the pops of your breathing and stuff like that. If you accidentally knock your desk, then it's going to cut that out just a little bit. Then we've got a presence boost, which is kind of gives it more of a podcasty sound, I guess, kind of brings those vocals up just a little bit. And then the last one is both of those. So you can have the high pass filter and the presence boost for maximum podcasty sound. Some of you may like the flat one better. It's personal preference. Let me know underneath in the comments what one you prefer the most. Then you've got the gain, which again, this is the dial on the back of the microphone. So you can change this using the dial on the back of the microphone, but if you prefer, you can set it precisely using the app and have it set like that. Underneath, you've got two things. You've got a limiter and a compressor. So the limiter is going to basically cut the volume when you get to a certain level. Means it's not going to let you go too loud, so you're not going to blow all of your listeners' ears off, which is obviously useful, because I don't know if you've ever watched a video on YouTube where the audio blows your ears off, but it's horrible. So we'll stick that one on, and we'll put it on about -6-ish. Maybe a bit higher, actually. We'll go -4. Actually, no, let's go -3. So we'll stick the limiter on -3. And the compressor underneath is basically what this does is it takes your very quiet sounds when you're kind of doing a bit of whispering, and it takes the super loud sounds when you're shouting, and it brings them together into a kind of a window of volume, so that your listeners or your viewers don't have to keep turning the volume up, turning it down, turning it up, turning it down, which is very annoying. So what we're going to do is turn the compressor on, and then the level here, the level of decibels that you choose, that's when the compressor is going to kick in. So I'm going to bring that down to about, we'll just do it for -20 for this video. You'll have to tweak that to get it perfect for you. Now, you can do these filters in OBS, which is what I usually do, but it's very nice to have them built in specifically to the microphone, so you literally don't have to think about it. Also, obviously, this is then going to go and transfer through to your game chat, Discord chat, any of that. All of these filters are going to transfer through. So that's my take on it. Let me know underneath if you prefer it in XLR mode or USB, if you like the microphone, if you're thinking of buying a microphone, or if there's any other videos you want me to look at. There's a lot online already, so I'm sure if you search for it, you'll probably find it. I'm not going to tell you to 100% come and find it from me, but if you do want me to make any, then let me know in the comments underneath. Other than that, have a fantastic day. Happy streaming, make loads of videos, and I'll speak to you in the next one.